right in the front.
Very next person that's coming in?
Yep. Somebody would hold it.
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, members of the Board of Education, Acting Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Joanne Mullane, distinguished guests, faculty, administration, family, and good friends. Welcome, parents of the middle school class of 2017. On behalf of the Hopatcong Middle School Administration, the teaching faculty and staff, let me thank you for your confidence in us and for entrusting your sons and daughters to us. A special thanks to Mr. Neil Pirro and our crew of custodians and maintenance personnel on creating such a beautiful venue for our promotion exercises this evening. Thank you to our secretarial support staff, Mrs. Gates and Mrs. Tappan, and to our vice principal, Mr. Mark Serto, for their professionalism and tireless efforts throughout the year in support of our students.
Woohoo!
And a very special thank you to our faculty and instructional aides because, aside from parents, they spend the most time with students, helping them to grow academically, socially, and personally. We appreciate their ability to guide these young men and women. So good evening, middle school class of 2017. In September of 2014, on the first day of school, I visited your language arts classes, and I introduced myself as your new principal. I went on to tell you that we would be together in this thing we call the middle school, and that I expect us to do great things here. And you have done some wonderful things here. Now, for some of us, the simple act of getting to class on time has been a great thing. But most of us have done things like initiating great moments of kindness by participating in community service activities designed to assist those less fortunate. We've contributed to Autism Speaks, to the Leukemia Society, and to Genes for Teens. We've collected food for the baskets we've made and given to scores of families over the past 3 years. We joined the Bring It Club, and we've helped the younger members of our family to transition to the middle school. We've appeared in competitions against high schools and middle schools across Sussex County and the state of New Jersey in art shows, technology expos, music showcases, and academic competitions. And we performed admirably. We performed like champions. And we brought positive recognition to ourselves, to our school, and to our community. We traveled the vast expanses of time and distance together with our teachers in control of this time machine called the middle school. We studied physics in our science classes, and we applied what we learned during our visit to Pocono Raceway. We danced in algebra classes, and we related the preciseness of movement to mathematics. We interpreted Shakespeare in our language arts classes. We went to the ancient world, saw the ancient world, conquered the ancient world, and came back to tell about it. We began to build the future in the Lego Robotics Lab. We became wicked for a day and took a phenomenal backstage tour. We saw the beginning of the space age at the National Air and Space Museum. We visited the stars at NASA's Goddard Space Flight Center. We built cell phone chargers in the STEAM Young Innovators Club. And we became business entrepreneurs in BizWorld. When we charged you with the spaghetti challenge, you thought about lunch. Little did you know that you would design and build a tower out of spaghetti strands in science class that would lead to a school-wide engineering design challenge where you build bridges to your future careers. We even began working on our parenting skills a little bit by raising baby trout in Mrs. Burns' science class. Hey, we've showcased our talents in the classroom, on the stage, on video, in our music, on canvas, and in our gym. We have. But most of all, we began to discover ourselves, our individual personalities, and the great creative spirit that blended together to form the middle school class of 2017. Now, the day after tomorrow, you will be officially high school freshmen. But take heart. Out of every beginning endeavor, great leaders emerge. You are developing the ability to think, and you are beginning to apply what you've learned. The work habits, the discipline, the social skills, the ability to think, these are what will carry you through your freshman year and beyond in the real world of high school. 3 years ago, you entered here a little nervous, but with determination and courage. On the day after tomorrow, you begin again, but with a big piece of this place inside you. So continue believing in yourselves and do wonderful things in high school. Everybody here, everybody knows you can. And I wish you the best of life, love, and luck. You deserve it. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we will present academic awards to members of this class. So, when I call your name, please come forward. The Daughters of the American Revolution Award for Outstanding Work in American History is given to Ralph Cutler. The Daughters of the American Revolution Award for Good Citizenship is given to Shauna Roebuck. Subject area academic awards are presented to Messiah Diaz and Shannon O'Sullivan for Language Arts Literacy. For Mathematics, Michelle Arana, Andreas Ursin. For Algebra, Nicholas Bozanoff and Shannon O'Sullivan. For Science, Daniela Mendez, Milagros Segura. For Social Studies, Kylie Brown and Ryan Rose. The Band Awards for Character and Citizenship go to Philip Engel and Shannon O'Sullivan. Band Award for Academics to Alyssa Alvarez and Abigail Dietz. The Music Award, Sylvia Bruno. The award for chorus to Jacob Escala and Madison Menikes. The World Language Award for French to Jessica Dooley and Daniela Mendez. The World Language for Spanish Award, Shelby Cole, Messiah Diaz. Physical Education Award to Brian Dome and Destiny Kelly. The awards in art to Brian Dome and Jorge Paredes. The award for character to Jacob Escala and Maya Zaki. Now, the following students are presented with the Presidential Academic Silver Awards for Outstanding Academic Achievement. When I call your name, please come forward, but there's a lot of students, so we're going to call you up in small groups, but stay up here and watch you to form a line, okay, after you receive your award. So, Michelle Arana, Alexa Araya, Emma Cameron, Justin Cerullo, and Isabella Coates. Dominic Sarnecki, Kelly Dew, Haley Ondine, Philip Engel, Christine Pisano. Destiny Kelly, Emily Kripp, Amanda Latimirak, Keeper Luca, Jarrett Luciati. Taylor Lutz, Francesca Maddalena, Frank Mastroni, Alex McLean, Jorge Peretti. Kaylee Post, Rachel Redstone, Emma Rennie, Shauna Roebuck. John Sanchez, Zach Spina, Angel Walker, Celia Wardlow, and Maya Zaki. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. You may be seated. The following students are presented with the Presidential Academic Gold Awards for Outstanding Academic Excellence. Again, please come forward when your name is called. Party Zamati, Jaden Barricaro, Nicholas Bozanoff, Kylie Brown, Nicholas Coates. Shelby Cole, Messiah Diaz, Abigail Dietz, Brian Dome, Jessica Dooley. Emily Hinzinski, Faith Melizzi, Madison Maniquist, Daniela Mendez, Shannon O'Sullivan. Bridget Reed, Milagro Segura, and Victoria Semes. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. You may be seated. Ladies and gentlemen in the audience, please give a nice round of applause to all of our award recipients. Class of 2017, it's my pleasure to introduce our acting superintendent of schools, Dr. Joanne Mullane.
Thank you, Mr. Bernardo. Congratulations, 8th grade class of 2017. Wow, what an honor it is for me, acting superintendent of schools, and formerly, for many of you, your former Tulsa Trail principal, in congratulating you on successfully completing middle school. My goodness, you sure have grown, both academically and physically. In fact, I would say that most of you are now taller than me. Do you remember our mission at Tulsa Trail School? Building good readers and leaders? We even wore bracelets on a daily basis inscribed with this mission. I know from your middle school teachers, the programs you have used, and the books you have read in the middle school, that you are indeed good readers, and for that I am proud. It is also evident that you have grown as leaders. I am delighted to have heard from Mr. Bernardo this evening how you have continued to build upon your leadership skills by preparing food baskets for families in need, bringing recognition to the middle school, participating in academic tournaments, and by competing in STEAM challenges, such as the recent bridge building event, which I had the pleasure to attend. You are about to build another bridge, one that you will soon cross, a bridge that takes you from the middle school to the high school. Next year, at the high school, I encourage you to participate in programs, clubs, activities to further expand upon your leadership skills in order to be that leader of tomorrow. A leader that makes a difference in the world. Young ladies and gentlemen, I wish you much success at the high school. Board of Education members, administrators, teachers, support staff, parents, friends, and guests, thank you for supporting Hopatcong's 8th grade graduating class of 2017. Congratulations. I would now like to introduce Board Board of Education President, Mr. Anthony Pisano.
Well, good evening. First of all, I want to congratulate each and every one of you for completing your middle school education. You made it. Can you believe it? Yeah, I think so. You should all be proud of this accomplishment. And I'd also like to take a moment to thank the families, the teachers, the coaches, the mentors, all here this evening for playing an important role in the lives of these tremendous students. Today is a point in time in which you can reflect back on what you have learned here at Hopatcong Middle School as this chapter of your book of life comes to a close. It's a time in which you can think back on your accomplishments, your challenges, your friendships, and the people in your life that have helped you get here this evening. It also marks a point in time in which you can take all that you have learned and apply it to the next chapter of your life, which is high school. Now, many years ago, about 9 to be exact, I was sitting exactly where you are sitting today. A graduate of Hopatcong Middle School who was partly thinking about what high school was going to be like, and was also partly thinking about how I couldn't wait to take this stupid gown off, and I really want to take pictures, I really want to eat tonight, and I'm just about done. I get it. But as your Board of Education president, and as someone who really